I would like to offer you something that's different than growing old. I would like to offer you the chance to grow up as a person. This is what we call a continuum. I created this right after I stole it from Stephen Covey. The concept is there's really two ways we grow in life. We grow financially by earning more money. And so we start out here as a dependent person and we have a job. Some of us climb the ladder of success to different levels, and some of us become very successful and make a lot of money with a job. Some don't make so much, and others not hardly at all. But the difference is it's still a job. It's still dependent income. That job could be gone just like this. If you don't believe me, go to work Monday and go, if you don't give me a raise, I quit. Just try it. Try it. I do it to myself all the time. I walk in and go, I want a raise. And the guy in the mirror looks back at me and goes, then do something. Right? What we want you to do is to think about it this way. When I was in grade school, I got good grades. I had straight A's. I was one of those nerd kids. I was 200 pounds, fat, ugly, glasses. Nobody would play with me. I used to put a pork chop around my neck so the dogs would play with me. So I studied all the time. I got straight A's. But when I got out of grade school and had to go to middle school, I didn't want to go because I had that grade school thing down pretty well. I was pretty cool in 5th grade. And I was thinking if I could stay in 5th grade the rest of my life, think what a stud I'd be today. Would I be pretty cool? I'd be the highest paid kid in 5th grade. But my parents wouldn't let me stay. They made me grow up. They made me change from that dependent society where I had to stand in a line to go pee to a place in high school where you just had to find your own way to classes. And then later to college where they didn't even care if you showed up for classes. You follow me? To where you were totally on your own and nobody gave a darn if you succeeded or you failed. That was totally free world. And with freedom comes responsibility. What we want to suggest to you is this. We want you to think tonight about moving into an independent lifestyle and not having a job, but owning your own job and being self-employed. Okay? Again, it's a ladder of success. Some of you will buy 1, 2, 3 rent houses. Some of you will buy thousands of units. It depends on who you are. And it really doesn't matter to me where you are along this ladder. I'm going to bring people up tonight that bought 1 house. Then we're going to bring somebody up that bought 500 units. And then if you want to sit down and talk to a guy that have done 10 times that much. We have one guy that came here at 26 years of age. In 4 years, he bought 3,500 units. Okay? So, everybody's going to be different on this scale. But the final thing we want you to learn is we want you to learn that truly retirement comes when you own a business. A business, by my definition, is not self-employed. Self-employed is a job. You own your job. A business is when you look at the org chart and you're not on it. Does that make sense? That there's nothing for you to do. People ask me all the time, they go, hey, Dal, great to meet you. You're a nice guy, great. Can I have your card? I go, I don't have a card. Because you have to have a job to have a card. My girlfriend wants to give me a card that says Dell on one side, the other side says, I'll call you. I said, no, that's a little too rude. They get the point by just saying I don't have a card. What else do I not have? I do not have a key to my businesses. I own 5 apartment complexes. I don't have one single key. I don't know the codes to get in the gate. I don't know the codes to turn off the alarms. I don't do the bookkeeping. I don't do the hiring or the firing or the training of staff. My job is to own the business and make money and live a wonderful lifestyle. To demonstrate for those of you that have the thought you'd like to do it, how nice it is to be financially free. Now, Interesting thing about business that I really like, I'm going to share this one with you. This is kind of a crazy one. Think about this. If you're willing to listen to me and think my way of thinking, which is very hard, by the way. Most people want to be self-employed. They want to get out of work to go do more work. But if you're willing to think about this for a second, you know why self-employed people don't get very far? Because the business doesn't grow unless they're willing to work more hours. They have to do more. Does that make sense? They have to work harder. They have to take more risks. But when you go to buy a business that you don't work in, now you're not tired. And you can expand that business as much as you want to expand it. My thought process takes me to a guy here in Houston by the name of Mattress Mac. For many years, Mattress Mac, every day, 7 days a week, was at the front desk of his business. I called over there Easter one time to find out if they were open. This is Mac. How can I help you? He always answers the phone the way if anybody ever calls. If you don't believe me, call. Mac here. That is a very unhappy man. With a lot of money, but a very unhappy man. You follow what I'm saying? And I'm not teaching that. That's not what we're here for. Here's what we're here for. I want to design your life with no work in mind at the beginning of the design. Because if you design your life with work in it, the only way you're ever going to get out of it is to stop making money to pay somebody else to come do the work. And that just isn't going to work because who wants to cut their pay? If you get up to making $10,000 a month and go, well, if I quit and hire somebody to take my spot, I could pay them $7, I'll be down to $3. I'm not going to do that, so you never quit. So what do? I start businesses where I make $3 at the beginning, and then when they make $20, I still don't work. Does that make sense? That's what we want to teach you. That's what we want you to learn here tonight.